At about 12:35 or 12:40 this afternoon on Silver Saddle, a vehicle that was driven by a Hispanic male pulls up in front of a house. Inside the vehicle is a Hispanic female and a 1.5-year-old child. It appears that the male and the female that were inside the car were having a domestic disturbance and parked in front of a residence that is completely unrelated to what I'm about to explain. So once they park in front of the residence, the male and the female and the baby get out of the car. The female walks up to a residence where there were 2 adults in front of the house. One of those adults, the female walked up and approached and asked the adult to take her child from her. The female gives the child to the male and then goes back to the male, and they continue to have a domestic altercation. It appears that they're having some type of fight, argument in front of the residence. The argument then escalated, and it appeared that the male who was arguing with the female pulled out a handgun. There's also, we're trying to figure out exactly if the woman was stabbed, because she does have injuries to her neck as well. So the male one of the adult males who lives in the house, who the child was given to, observing this, goes inside and retrieves a rifle and comes outside in self-defense, what appears to be in self-defense of the female. At that point, the female is shot, and the male then shoots the other male in front of the residence. So again, the female was the first one we believe to be shot. The second adult who was in front of the residence, he was shot in the shoulder. At that point, the male who retrieved the rifle shot at the male the male suspect. We do not know if it's the male who shot from inside the residence or if the subject actually just committed suicide, but he was transported to Sunrise Hospital and he was pronounced deceased upon arrival. The female was transported to Sunrise Hospital and she was also pronounced deceased at the hospital. We do not know the specific relationship. It does appear that there is a domestic relationship and possibly a child in common. The 1.5-year-old child was not injured. However, the other adult male in front of the house was taken to Sunrise Hospital, where he is currently being treated for a gunshot wound that does not appear to be life-threatening.